and welcome back to My Sister's TBR, the podcast where two book-loving sisters take you on the adventure of tackling our TBR. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Stacey. We're here to chat about all things bookish, from the stories we're currently engrossed in to our anticipated releases that December has in store for us.
So grab your coziest blanket, your favorite mug of something warm, and let's dive into the pages of our current reads.
Whether you're on your daily commute, relaxing at home, or even tackling that ever-growing TBR pile alongside of us, we're thrilled to have you join our bookish banter.
So without further ado, let's jump into another episode of My Sister's TBR.
Ta-da! So,
yeah.
I know we usually have a very specific way that we do these episodes. Normally it's current reads, anticipated reads, book news. But I really want to start with the book news because I heard something very juicy today.
Oh,
it's not a good juicy. It's like spilling the tea.
Okay.
So, Chris messaged me today, and he was like, "Do you know anything about Kate Corain?" The name did not sound familiar to me whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
So he said, along the lines of, she is a new author. Her book is to be released sometime in 2024. And he said, don't touch it. Just stay away from her. Apparently, she's not a great person. So I did a little bit of digging because I was really interested in what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a book that's coming out. What was it called? Crown of Starlight. It's apparently supposed to be a like sci-fi, steamy. I didn't really look into it much more than that, just to get the very bare minimum of it. It does sound like a book that I would have been interested in it. But apparently what she has done, and this dates back to February of 2023, she was making multiple like Goodreads accounts and review bombing all of the authors that were also like other authors that had novels coming out around the same time as hers. Not even just those authors, like even other more well-known authors than that. Going in and rating all of their books 1 stars, giving total crap reviews on them, and then going and giving her own books 5-star ratings on these accounts. Supposedly, this is what is all coming out now, right? And she has gone so far to deny that she has done this. She has created a so-called friend, Lily, who apparently was doing this on her behalf to be a good friend. She uploaded screenshots of their Discord messages where she was like ripping Lily, a new one, about doing this, saying that, like, you know, this is her career on the line. She photoshopped these messages to show like certain timestamps so that it correlated with, you know, other things that she was bringing into this story. But at one point in one of the screenshots, she forgot to edit out today at whatever time to yesterday at whatever time.
And that ruined everything, did it?
Like there's a lot now. Like there were so many articles that I was reading and TikToks about it. But all of her social medias are down, like private, nothing. So I don't know if they're hoping.
Some tea.
Yeah, I don't know if they're hoping that this is all going to blow over and she can just go ahead with her release. I think it's May is when her supposed release is supposed to be.
Never forget.
Nope. So apparently there's a lot of issues now. Like publishers don't want to touch her. Rightfully so. If this is all true, that's like crazy.
Honestly, like, if she just left it at giving herself 5-star ratings, sure.
You know, that we could probably just sweep under the rug and just, you know. But no, I mean, trying to tear down other authors like that, I mean, it's such a hard career choice, you know,
Yeah.
to make any headway in. And then for her to turn around and do that to people who are, you know, oh my God. I feel so bad for everybody that's gotten tangled up in it. But there's so many screenshots, and Twitter, or X, whatever it's called, is just run rampant.
Like, everyone should know, like, leave it to the public to find this out. Like, this is, you can't try to pull wool over our eyes.
No, we are all way too good at being internet detectives, and
Yep.
somebody really took it upon themselves to find it. But apparently there were authors that like got together and were like sharing notes, I guess, on these specific accounts that were all like review bombing them, but they all had things in common, such as rating her books high and also like liking each other's reviews and stuff and comments. So it was like all very interconnected, and even so far as like being active the same times. So like all of their reviews on all of the accounts were all done on these specific days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, girl.
Yeah. Like, you can't get away with things like that. I was just gonna say, like, there's paper trails everywhere.
Yeah. Receipts everywhere.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my juicy little...
That's some tea.
Yeah, we just had to gossip a little. Anyways, I'm excited to see how this... No, okay, I shouldn't say excited. It's very rude of me. I'm very sympathetic to all the authors that, you know, that this is going on with. But for her, I've got no patience for people that try to
tear down
cheat the system like that. Oh, yeah.
And cheat the system, yeah.
Just gross. Anyways. Is there anything you would like to talk about?
You already know.
I know.
Okay. I'm sure. But see, I don't even see it on... Okay. We stumbled across this.
Yeah.
We didn't even, like... I don't even... This just... We full-on stumbled into this. So, some people may already know. Or other people... Oh my God. Okay. I'm just like...
Tell the people, Rebecca.
There is a release date for It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And it's a lot earlier than what I was expecting.
Oh, me too.
February 9th.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I don't even remember how we stumbled across this. What were we?
I don't know. I guess it was just looking up the movie, and it just happened to be there that the release date, like, so subtly, just the release date was there. Like, there were no articles, there was no big like Instagram post like in theaters February the 9th. It was just Google the movie and just release date just on IMDb. Just like it means nothing.
Literally. Like, there's not even a trailer out yet.
No. I'm really excited, I have to say. Like, I know a lot of us aren't exactly, I don't know, excited about the wardrobe choices. I've seen a lot of hate on that. And I mean, I get it. It's not how I pictured Lily. Like, the way that Blake is dressed, the wardrobe choices. And I know it all got approved by Colleen. I know that. So it has to have some merit. Is it her birthday today?
She turned 44.
Happy birthday, Colleen! I'll go comment on something and just get lost in the mass amount of comments that she gets. But whatever. That's exciting.
Yeah.
But and I know a lot of people are still upset about the casting for Ryle. Honestly, like, I was picturing Ryle more like, I don't even know what his actual name is, but Link from Grey's. I know that's not what he's from. He was in a whole crap ton of stuff.
Link?
Hold on. It's newer-ish seasons. You might not.
Oh, I
Hold
haven't.
on.
Yeah, I haven't.
You
Seen.
might. Did you watch Nashville?
Yeah.
He was the country. He was the country singer.
Narrow it down a little bit. I'm gonna need a little bit more information here.
Hold on. I don't know if you can see it in the picture. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. On.
Oh, he's in
everything.
90210.
Yeah. Oh, why didn't I think of that one first?
I don't know.
Yeah, Chris Carmack.
Okay.
Yeah. That was who I was picturing for a while. And I don't know if that even fits like the description at all, but that was who I was picturing.
I don't even
know. Just like a taller version.
Yeah. I just feel like in my head, like I made up.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't even describe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can see it, but I literally can't articulate it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I was picturing him. I think I was picturing more like, I mean, very handsome. But I was picturing like tall, maybe like a bit darker hair, clean cut. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was yours possibly closer to
can I see him again? Show me a pic.
Of who?
Ryle, the casting. I can picture him, but I can't. Like it's too far away in my in my vision.
Movie. Justin Baldoni.
Right. Yeah, honestly,
it's not focusing very well.
I can see it.
He's so handsome.
You know what? I think that might be very close.
Yeah. I think I'm happy with that casting. Mainly because of Jane the Virgin.
Oh, yeah. I've heard.
You haven't watched Jane the Virgin?
No.
Oh my god, Rebecca. That is my comfort show. I love that show with my entire being. Like, I could cry talking about it.
I don't watch new things. I'm watching. Guess what I'm rewatching right now for the 4th time?
The OC. Is that actually?
Yes.
Yes. Guess what I'm rewatching again for the millionth time? You're not gonna guess.
Show?
Yeah.
No.
No, you're not gonna get it.
No.
One Tree Hill.
Oh.
Yeah. That is like on a constant loop. Like when I finish it, I'm like, okay, time to restart it.
Dang it. I was gonna guess that. That would have been good.
But again, I know we've talked about it. Alyssa's casting choice, or whatever I'm trying to say. Jenny Slate is the literal perfect human being in the entire world, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Perfection.
Yep.
Yes.
She really, really is. So I'm happy with that. Even Lily being, Blake playing Lily, I'm still thrilled about that because there's literally not a character that Blake has played that hasn't been done with her entire heart. Like, she is such a good actress. So I'm really, really excited to see how she brings Lily to life.
Yeah. I know I've seen some people say that Blake is a little too old to be playing Lily.
Did you see what Colleen had said about her choice of aging up the characters? Did you see what she said about that?
No.
So the reason why she went with older actors is because she purposely is aging up Lily and Ryle, and I guess Atlas too. Because she said when she wrote this book, she didn't realize how long you had to go to school to be a neurosurgeon. So so here's Royal, like this baby, like 30-year-old that should not be a neurosurgeon.
Okay.
And this is why she
Huh.
in her mind, she's correcting an error that she made while writing this book. So I'm okay with that, because the older the characters,
queen.
the better I feel about it, I guess, because it's closer to my age range. But.
Yeah, and I like this now too because we're gonna reread It Ends With Us before we go watch the movie.
Obviously.
So now in our brains, when we reread it, we're going to picture them older.
Oh, and
Perspective.
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay. Anyway,
what else do we have? I don't even know what screen I'm supposed to be looking at this point. There's so many.
Our releases, our highly anticipated releases.
Hold up. There's still one more thing of news that I wanted to talk about. So the only two people that I have talked to about this month were totally clueless. You are included in that. So yes. I feel like this is very important information that, I'm not going to gatekeep. I need to let the listeners know.
We don't gatekeep here.
Apparently there's a lot of you that have Amazon Prime or Amazon Unlimited. I believe it's Prime that does this, though. Amazon Prime
that's what it said.
Has a section, a department that's called First Reads. And it gives you access to new novels that hasn't even been released yet. For free. You can pick one, and it just, put it on your Kindle and you got it. It's kind of like an ARC, kind of. But yeah, so the first of every month you get an email that's called like First Reads. It'll have something to do with First Reads in the title. And it gives you like options of like, it could be 6, could be 8, could be, whatever. Books. They're usually of all sorts of different genres. And you pick one and you'll open up the Amazon. And I think sometimes they have like Kindle Unlimited where you can read for free. But then you have to go click on like the buy for $0 or buy with First Reads. So... But December's, once you pick a book, they give you another option to buy a free Kindle book. So you get 2 in December for free. There's a Megan Quinn book, I think, considered is a short story. And I don't remember what it was called, but that was one of the options. So yeah. People, I felt like I needed to. Yeah, you only knew for like a week.
Yeah, literally. I just can't believe like that's not advertised.
Yeah, they send out an email, but I guess a lot of people just instantly, Amazon sends out so many emails anyways, just shoves it under the rug.
Yeah, and I mean, when I signed up for Prime, it does send you an email saying what's included, but I don't look at that. So it probably says it right there.
Do you know that you have, I don't even know how much it is, maybe a terabyte of online photo storage with Amazon Prime?
No.
You're welcome.
I live under a rock.
You pay for Amazon Prime and you get quite a few other good perks out of it, I have to say. I'm still paying like the $16 for the Google Drive just because I like their features on Google Drive, like the Google Photos. You can like automatically, just search for a specific person and it shows you all their pictures. I don't know if Amazon Photos does that, but anyways, worth looking into for you. And anybody else who doesn't know, who just pays for shit and don't look at what's included.
And we're not sponsored here.
No. Amazon, get on it.
Jeez. All right.
Okay, so that's it that we've got for bookish news. Um,
Okay. For our highly anticipated new releases for December month.
I can't believe we're doing December already. Oh.
I know. I know. Don't even want to. Oh my god. Crazy. Okay. Oh, I like the cover of this already.
It's cute, right?
Ah. This Spells Love by Kate Robb. This came out December 5th and it has 352 pages and it is a romance fantasy. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A young woman tries to heal her heartbreak by casting a spell to erase her ex from her past, but she wakes up in an alternate reality where she's lost more than she wished for in this witty, whimsical Friends to Lovers debut. What if one little wish changed everything? When Gemma gets dumped by her long term boyfriend, she reacts the way any reasonable 28-year-old would by getting drunk with her sister, kooky aunt, and best friend, Dax. After one too many margaritas, they decide to perform a love cleansing spell which promises to erase Gemma's ex from her memory. They follow all the instructions, including a platonic kiss from Dax to seal the deal. When Gemma wakes up, she realizes that this silly spell has worked. Not only does it seem that she never dated her ex, but the rest of her life is completely unrecognizable. The worst part, Dax has no idea who she is. The the oh To reverse the spell and get back to her old life, Gemma must convince her once best friend, now near stranger, to kiss her. But as she carries out her plans, she finds herself falling for him hard.
Oh.
Soon, Gemma begins to wonder whether she even wants to go back to the way things once were. What if Dax was the one all along?
Oh,
Okay.
I love that.
I can see that being like a rom-com.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, I think that'd be cute. Normally, I don't like Friends to Lovers
yeah. It.
because
I think. I think that goes in hand with. I don't know why, but I always picture friends to lovers and like golden retriever energy.
oh yeah,
That's always
I
where
can.
my brain goes.
Yeah,
I mean, it may
I can
not
see
be,
that.
but oh, I like that
Hmm.
though.
Oh, I love alternate universes. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
And like novels that go like two different timelines side by
yes,
side. I like that too.
love those. And the fact that she's 28, I like that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I'm
easier
at that
to
point
relate.
and I'm at that point where like if I'm reading a novel and I find out that the main character is like early 20s or even reading anything to do with like university or
Mm,
college, I'm finding
yeah,
that I'm at the point in my life that I don't care for it and it kind of turns me from the novel.
yeah, I can see that.
Does that make me old? I think I'm getting old.
I think you're getting a little old, just a little bit,
I guess I should hold on
only
to
a
that,
little bit.
to all the Danielle Steele and Nora Roberts books that I
You're not there yet.
have.
You are not there yet.
Oh, God. Yeah, I just want to read stuff with like 30, 40-year olds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, it's more realistic. My goodness.
Oh, well, this one looks like it's to do with a doctor, so maybe this one will be like that.
Mm.
Okay, the next one is The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. This is another fantasy romance paranormal.
Oh,
December
paranormal.
5th. Yeah. December 5th again. It's 400 pages. Oh.
Oh God, what?
Do I have the right picture? This does not look like it matches, but two
Yes, it
wolf.
does.
Does it?
Zoom in.
Oh, the paw prints.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Two wolf shifters agree to be fake mates, but unexpectedly find something real in this steamy paranormal romantic comedy. I like that. Mackenzie Carter has had some very bad dates lately. Model train experts, mansplainers, guys weirdly obsessed with her tail. She hasn't had a successful date in months. Only a year out of residency, her grandmother's obsession with Mackenzie, finding the perfect mate to settle down with, threatens to drive Mackenzie barking mad. It feels like a small thing to tell her grandmother that she's met someone. That is, until she blurts out the name of the first man she sees and the last man she would ever date, Noah Taylor, the big bad wolf of Denver General. Noah Taylor, interventional cardiologist and all-around grump, has spent his entire life hiding what he is, with outdated stigmas surrounding unmated alphas that have people wondering if they still howl at the moon. Noah has been careful to keep his designation under wraps. It's worked for years until an anonymous tip has everything coming to light. Noah is left with two options: come clean to the board and risk his career, or find himself a mate. The chatty, overly friendly ER doctor asking him to be her fake boyfriend on the same day he's called to meet the board has to be kismet, right? Mackenzie will keep her grandmother off her back, and Noah will get a chance to prove he can continue to work without a real mate, a mutually beneficial business transaction they both rationalize. But when the fake mate act turns into a very real friends with benefits arrangement, lines start to blur, and they quickly realize love is a whole different kind of animal.
Oh.
I'm interested. That's a really interesting fake date.
Yeah.
And again, I've said this so many times, fake dating usually means miscommunication trope, so I usually don't like it, but I don't know. I think that's a very interesting combination.
That's definitely different. With the wolves.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've read anything to do with werewolves since Twilight, maybe?
That's what I was thinking you were going to say. Oh, God.
Oh, if anybody has some good werewolf recs, I'm game.
Here we go.
What's next?
The Vacation House by Jane Schmilt. Schmilt. The Vacation House by Jane Schmilt. This is a mystery thriller, and it's 287 pages, and it is coming out on December 26th. Two women, two secrets, one terrible night. Paxos? Paxos? Greece. The Vacation House is a luxurious getaway for a wealthy English family. Windows open to the sun and the sea, a sparkling swimming pool, and a verdant garden. Yep. One hot summer night, while the parents and their friends drink wine and amuse themselves, a young woman, the teenage daughter of the Greek caretaker, ventures for a walk on their private beach. Her life will never be the same again. London, England, 10 years later. Julia is the perfect spouse and mother. Slender, blonde, expensively dressed. She's the classic yummy mummy of high cook, organizer, arm candy, and speechwriter to her influential husband. But behind her winning smile is a stifled woman trapped in a gilded cage, stricken with anxiety and perfectionism. When Julia meets Laurel, a therapist who promises to help her find fulfillment, Julia opens herself up to the hope of a different future. Bound by the past. What happened in Greece all those years ago that binds these two women together, and will uncovering the truth destroy everything or set them free? The The Edgar-nominated #1 internationally best-selling author of The Daughter and the Playground weaves a breathtaking tale of betrayal, family, and secrets from the past in this crackling novel of psychological suspense.
So it's a lot to unpack, I think, there in that novel.
Like, I wonder what happened.
I know. Like, I like it when they go back and forth. So I wonder if that's what this novel's going to be like. Like the dual timeline.
I hope so.
I
love that. Like, I love when it just, like, leads up to, like, the big event, like, whatever happened.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Apparently it's very fast-paced.
Oh, and it's only 287 pages.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try. Give it a whirl.
Okay, so I like the cover of this next one.
Yeah, I like it too. What is that? Is that cherries or apples?
It looks like apples.
Apples, yeah.
The Curse of Penrith Hall by Jess Armstrong. So this one's a gothic historical fiction mystery.
Oh, okay.
It's an atmospheric gothic mystery that beautifully brings the ancient Cornish countryside to life. Armstrong introduces heroine Ruby Vaughan in her Minotaur books and Mystery Writers of America first crime novel award-winning debut, The Curse of Penrith Hall. Minotaur.
What is that?
It's like a fictional... Hold on, let me show you a picture. Now, this is probably not a very good picture, but it's... That's a Minotaur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see. It's 326 pages, and again, another one released on December 5th. After the Great War, American heiress Ruby Vaughan made a life for herself running a rare bookstore alongside her octogenarian employer and housemate in Exeter. She's always avoided dwelling on the past, even before the war, but it always has a way of finding her. When Ruby is forced to deliver a box of books to a folk healer living deep in the Cornish countryside, she is brought back to the one place she swore she'd never return. A more sensible soul would have delivered the package and left without rehashing old wounds, but no one has ever accused Ruby of being sensible. Thus begins her visit to Penrith Hall. A foreboding fortress, Penrith Hall, is home to Ruby's once dearest friend, Tamsin, and her husband, Sir Edward Chenoweth. It's an unsettling place, and after a more unsettling evening, Ruby is eager to depart. But her plans change when Penrith bells ring for the first time in 30 years. Edward is dead. He met a gruesome end in the orchard, and with his death brings whispers of a returned curse. It also brings I don't know how to pronounce that. Ruan. Rune Kivel, the person whose books brought her to Cornwall. The one the locals call a peller, the man they believe can break the curse. Ruby doesn't believe in curses or pellers, but this is Cornwall, and to these villagers, the curse is anything but lore, and they believe it will soon claim its next victim, Tamsin. To protect her friend, Ruby must work alongside the peller to find out what really happened in the orchard that night.
Damn.
Interesting. I like it. I'll read it.
I think that would be a good read, honestly. I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, I don't read enough gothic mysteries. So.
Same. We do need to venture out of our comfort zones here.
We do. But
God.
The last times plural that we've done that has put us in book funks.
God. Why are we like this?
Because we suck.
Okay. Ooh. A Tessa Bailey. So this is Same Time Next Year by Tessa Bailey. This came out on December 1st. It is a romance novella. Sports romance.
Ooh.
Here we are. Here we are. Oh, and it's only 144 pages.
Yeah, she's a baby.
I'm going to read this month. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
From New York Times bestselling author Tessa Bailey comes a steamy novella full of hope and humor, tracking a couple's fake marriage for a year after the wild New Year's Eve when they first say, I do. Adored by all, Britta is an ambitious waitress working at Slugger's. The popular bar holds a special place in her heart and is a regular hangout for the Bridgeport Bandits, the local hockey club. With a half-brother on the team, Britta has a strict no-dating policy for hockey boys, but she does have a soft spot for one particular player. A beast on the ice, Sumner Mayfield is on the brink of breaking into the NHL, but time's running out. With his work visa about to expire, Sumner's only chance to stay in Bridgeport is to marry an American and get a green card. Otherwise, it's back to Canada for the defenseman. On New Year's Eve, the team begs Britta to marry Sumner that very night. Sum is embarrassed yet hopeful. He's desperately in love. But Britta balks at first until something about Sumner's soulful brown eyes and ripped physique makes her reconsider. ...
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to wait until January to read that one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. Just for like the New Year's Eve, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I think that's going to be good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've read we've featured 2 Tessa Bailey novels so far on our podcast. I think.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that we're fans.
Yeah.
She's good. So, I have no doubts that one's going to be, and I mean, hockey players.
Duh. Oh, I love it. And it's only 144 pages. I love short reads. Mm-hmm. Love it.
Depends on the novel for me. Like, if it's a really good, like, if it's anything fantasy, I don't want it to be a short novel.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't get enough in.
No. This is a really pretty cover. A River of Golden Bones by A.K. Mulford. It's very colorful and pretty. Mm-hmm. So this is another fantasy romance. Man, we got a lot of romantasy on the go this month.
The best.
Yeah. So December 5th, 400 pages. From best-selling author and TikTok sensation A.K. Mulford comes the first riveting, enchanting book of the all-new Golden Court Romantasy trilogy. A River of Golden Bones begins a journey of self-discovery, romance, and adventure for a young heir as they comes out of hiding to save her sister from a malicious, powerful sorceress and her dangerous sleeping curse. Okay. A sleeping curse, a fallen court, a secret twin. Twins, Calla and Briar, have spent their entire lives hiding from the powerful sorceress who destroyed their kingdom, and from the humans who don't know they are wolves. Each twin has their own purpose in life. Briar's is to marry the prince of an ally pack and save the Golden Court. Calla's purpose is to remain a secret, her twin's shadow, the backup plan. Oh, that's very My Sister's Keeper, kind of. No one knows who Calla truly is except for her childhood friend and sister's betrothed, the distractingly handsome Prince Grey. When Calla and Briar journey out of hiding for Briar's wedding, all of their well-made plans go awry. The evil sorceress is back with another sleeping curse for the last heir to the Golden Court. Calla must step out of the shadows to save their sister, their kingdom, and their own legacy. Continuing to hide as a human and denying who she truly is, Calla embarks on a quest across the realm, discovering a whole world she never knew existed. Outside the confines of rigid wolf society, Calla begins to wonder who could she be if she dared to try. Full of adventure, love, gender exploration, and self-discovery, A River of Golden Bones follows Calla's journey through treacherous wolf kingdoms, monster-filled realms, and the depth of their own heart in this thrilling romantic fantasy. I love that.
Here's your wolf
Again.
book that you wanted.
Yeah. And I
Dang.
love the hold on. The whole like learning who she truly is and like the self-discovery like that. I love that. So
see, and this is the type of book that you want to be more than 200 pages.
Yeah.
Like 400, that's
400.
You're going to get a good story out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good page count for fantasy, I think.
I think that one's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Damn. Secret. Oh my god. Yeah, that's going to be something.
Man, that's some good books for December. And
ending
that's not
off
even,
the year.
Yeah, that's not even all of the ones that I wanted to add. I took down like a few because I felt we were getting a little too much.
Yeah, no, I think they're great, and the romantasy.
Romantasy.
My favorite.
So, what are you reading?
So, I actually just finished a book last night, so I'm not going to talk about that right now, but then I immediately hopped into another book. Look at me on a reading roll here.
Yeah.
So, like, you know when you finish reading a book and it comes up with like a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where I found this one. I haven't even heard of this book before, but it popped up and I was like, you know what? Yeah. Like, it's just like those types of books, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's called If You Give a Grump a Holiday Wish List by Anne Einerson. Einerson.
Einerson? Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah. So let me just do some reading here.
Mm-hmm.
And like the cover is like all pink and it's so cute. Like I love it.
I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I actually haven't read this description yet. I literally just hopped into this book without even reading anything, like I do. Should I have trusted my tyrannical boss when he promised he'd get me home for the holidays? Absolutely not. See, I feel like this is gonna ruin the story for me. I don't even want to read this right now. Okay. He gassed up his private jet and decided he'd be joining me so we could close this massive deal before the new year. There are 3 conditions to him coming home with me. 1, my family can't know that he is my boss. See note above about him being a tyrant. 2, I will absolutely be getting a big fat raise. And 3, he has to help me with my holiday wish list. What's worse than my boss stealing Christmas? Him pretending to be my boyfriend. Since he's faking being in love with me, my mom put us together in my childhood bedroom with just one bed to share.
Wood bed trope.
When the mistletoe comes out, I can't help but wonder what would happen if my hot as coal boss and I were underneath. Jack Sinclair is nothing but determined to get everything he wants this Christmas, and it looks like I'm at the top of his list. So this is a holiday novella romance, of course, and it's only 149 pages. Oh, it only just came out on December 7th.
Oh, you're like brand spanking new.
But so I'm a couple chapters in so far. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm like 11% in. But he is like
how many pages was it?
140,
Oh, okay.
149. Um, but yeah, he's like, I I already know that he's like very possessive,
Oh,
demanding, intimidating. Like he wears these like sharp suits, like the three-piece suits. He's very like clean cut. Like he just
does he give Lucy vibes from Knock 'Em Out?
yes,
Okay.
very very much so. The exact same behavior.
I like that.
Yeah. So, but see now I know that he goes home with her for Christmas, and I don't want to know that. Like I'm not there yet. But so like in the description it talks about how she has a like holiday wish list, and she does this every single year. And I mean I think she's in her late 20s, I want to say, but every year she makes
Okay.
this holiday wish list just as like part of like tradition. And she had it like left on her desk one day, and at the very bottom of the list it said get kissed under a mistletoe. And like he um so it's like dual point of view. Okay, so it goes back and forth between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's his point of view, he like accidentally sees it, and he's looking at it, and he's like he doesn't like that she has this on her list, but at the same time he likes that it's not crossed out.
Mm-hmm.
But like he's like that right there, you can see his possessiveness, because he's like, I don't want her kissing anybody. Like why is she shouldn't be dating. Like he's struggling a lot, right, internally, because he's like trying to keep things professional, but he's
Okay.
also very possessive. Oh, it's so good. Like
Yeah.
I love a possessive man. But yeah, Lucy vibes all the way.
Okay.
Like, and he's also like a really big, like he's the CEO, and he's like um yeah, like everybody's afraid of him. Like
Have you read the Miles High Club series?
no,
Okay.
no, I haven't yet.
You would like those.
I know.
You would like them.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, this is super easy to read. Like I flew through that
Is it
last
first
night.
person or third person?
First person.
First person? Okay.
Yeah. Which I like, and that's where I can read a lot faster. I can't read
Yeah.
as fast when it's third person, because I'm just like,
I know.
I don't know, something up in my head, in my internal dialogue. Like I'm like, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
It just takes
Don't
longer
know.
to process sentences.
Yeah.
I know.
Yep.
Because we'll talk about it, but our featured read is also in third person, so it's most
Yeah.
of her books are. Because it's the same thing
Interesting.
with It Happened One Summer. That was in third
Mm,
person too.
it's fine.
It's okay. It just takes a little bit to get used to.
Yeah.
You anticipate it being like a good, like a high rating.
I think so, honestly, just because
Yeah.
like yeah, I can just tell that it's going to be like steamy. Yeah.
That's all. That's all you need for a good
That's it.
high rating. It's gonna be steamy.
I'm not hard to please. I can just tell, because she has this really good like personality that I can like that I like to read. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she's strong, independent. Like she knows what she wants, and she's like not afraid to get it. So like
Good.
she's a good pair with him, because he's very demanding, very he wants something on his desk like 5 minutes ago. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
she like gives it right back to him. She's like, yeah, I did up that report like 2 days ago. Like here it is. You know what I mean? Like she's very snappy. I don't know.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
just
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think it's
I
gonna be
like
like
main female characters like that.
yeah, right? Like it's just like you get it, girl. You get it. But yeah. Incoming at least 4-star read. I already know. It's coming.
That's sick.
Yeah. What are you currently reading?
Uh there's a couple, but I don't know, like I don't know if I'm gonna DNF or what, but
Oh dear.
I've started Christmas Cupid by Elsa Madden Mills. Is that the one that you read? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask what your rating was?
4.
Really?
How
Oh
far are
god.
you? Where are you?
I'm 54% and I'm struggling.
Why? I finished that so quick.
I'll read out the description.
I actually haven't even read the description yet, I don't think.
Okay. It is super short, 182 pages, and it's a Christmas holiday romance, of course. The description. Dear Santa, I'd like to have a word about your sense of humor. Was it really necessary to stick me, a professional hockey player nursing an injury and avoiding the media, in an isolated cabinet? Cabinet?
Okay, Harry.
You know, I wouldn't be mad. An isolated cabin with a bratty, boot-designing princess who seems to have made it her mission to despise me. I mean, come on, what did I ever do to you? And let's talk about our first encounter. Was it your intention for her to barge in on me while I was enjoying a soak in the tub? It wasn't exactly my finest moment, and I'm sure she didn't appreciate the view of my massive body floundering around as I tried to grab a towel. Now I'm stuck with her, thanks to a mutual acquaintance, in the middle of a snow blizzard, navigating through bear attacks, sketchy neighbors, and a whole lot of tension. I had plans, Santa, plans to escape to Cabo,
Yeah.
and forget about the world. Not to be trapped with a woman who thinks I'm unworthy of her time just because she can't stand hockey players. Oh, and speaking of our delightful Iris, she's stingier with her food than Scrooge was with his pennies. I'm not asking for a feast, but a guy's got to eat. And could you possibly turn her yippy dog into a reindeer or something? It would certainly add to the Christmas spirit and save my eardrums. I'm trying to rediscover the meaning of Christmas, and you throw me into this chaos? Is this some kind of test, or are you just having a jolly laugh up there in the North Pole? So here's my Christmas wish, Santa. Sprinkle a bit of your magic and either get me out of here or be a Cupid and ignite a fiery, undeniable passion between us, because right now, this scenario is frostier than a snowman.
I like that.
I like that description because it doesn't really give away the story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. The novel, not bad, but I don't like her character.
I know. Me neither.
Oh. I don't.
I know.
I'm trying so hard because it's another freaking hockey player. And it's short and it's funny. But there's parts with her character that I'm just like, oh my god. I would have her kicked out on her ass so freaking fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who loses a full ass, knee high, zipped up boot in the snow and doesn't realize it until her foot is black? I have so many feelings about this, so we're gonna have some good arguments, I think, at the end of the month about this.
Yeah, I know I've got that's my notes for that book.
Okay. So we'll have some discussions.
Just finish it. It's not long. Okay. So our featured read is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. And this is a Christmas romance. 351 pages. Oh, and this actually only just came out October 3rd. Mm-hmm. A sexy, hilarious standalone holiday rom-com about the adult children of two former rock stars who team up to convince their estranged mothers to play a Christmas Eve concert. Melody Gallard may be the daughter of music royalty, but her world is far from glamorous. She spends her days restoring old books and avoiding the limelight. One awkward tabloid photo was enough, thanks. But when a producer offers her a lot of money to reunite her mother's band on live TV, Mel begins to wonder if it's time to rattle the cage, shake up her quiet life. and see him again. The only other person who could wrangle the rock and roll divas. Beat Dawkins, the lead singer's son, is Melody's opposite. The camera loves him. He could charm the pants off anyone, and his mother is not a potential cult leader. Still, they might have been best friends if not for the legendary feud that broke up the band. When they met as teenagers, Mel felt an instant spark, but it's nothing compared to the wild, intense attraction that builds as they embark on a madcap mission to convince their mothers to perform one last show. While dealing with rock star shenanigans, a 24-hour film crew, brawling Santas, and mobs of adoring fans, Mel starts to step out of her comfort zone. With Beat by her side, cheering her on, she's never felt so understood. But Christmas Eve is fast approaching, and a decades-old scandal is poised to wreck everything. The Steelbirds' reunion, their relationships with their mothers, and their newfound love. Like, I'm not like super far into this yet, but I still really do love it already. Like, I love the humor that Tessa Bailey can like put into a character. And like, I love Beat. He seems like such a great guy.
Yeah.
Don't give anything away, but there was one comment that he said where it was like along the lines that he keeps sex very separate from things because, like, does he? I think he's into some weird things.
That was exactly the vibe I was getting when, because I think I know, even the part that you were talking about.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought was, we're going to get some like on-page experimental. I think this is going to be.
Eyes. Yep.
So I'm not going to give anything away, but it does seem like there's a little.
Like he's into some.
Yeah, like is not going to be, vanilla. We'll say.
Okay. Yeah, I seen that. I finished reading that sentence, and I was like,
"Oh,
read."
Yeah. I tell you, she can bring the steam. Like some of these scenes that I've been reading, I have not been able to keep a straight face. And that's saying something for me because usually I'm like stone faced no matter what I'm reading. But this I'm just like I am giddy reading some of this. And I love Melody's character. Like she is just so hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's just so easy to read. And then just the chemistry between them is just off the charts.
I love how like they look at each other and they can't stop looking at each other. Like the chemistry is there.
I love how he just like not giving anything away, but that first meeting between them and he was just like, I'm just gonna hug you.
Like when they were 16?
Yeah. Like he's so protective of her and just just magnetized to each other.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I am already just reading this. I'm like, this is going to be a 5-star. I just know it. And I honestly don't find it as hard as other third person.
I find it like an interest. I don't know. I just find it an interesting third person view because like it's. I don't even know how to describe this, but you know what I mean? Like it's
each chapter,
not the typical.
Each chapter, it seems like, and I know there's a word for it. I'm just not literary enough to know it, I guess. But the third person is more, like in the first chapter, we'll say, is more inner to Melody, and then this next chapter is more inner to Beat. Like it's interesting how. And I don't remember what the name of it is.
Someone help. Yeah, it's like a nice in between, and I think that's why, like, I haven't, like I was saying earlier, like, sometimes my brain just doesn't
Mm-hmm.
work for third person. But this, yeah, like, this is a nice,
Yeah. Very easy to read.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh,
Ah, I'm so excited. Like, I do not want to like finish this book. I do because I want to know what happens. But
yeah,
did you find, and I'm pretty sure you would have already come across it, but like, because it's pretty early on, I think it's like one of the first chapters with Beat's, point of view. Um, like the conflict, we'll say, his conflict.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
How quick that was. Like, it was just right off the bat, like, here's this huge obstacle. Like, I just
Yeah,
felt like that was a really heavy.
yeah,
I
because I
mean,
think it was actually in his very first
yeah.
point
And I
of
guess,
view.
I guess it does, it needed to be early on because that's what's driving him. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
mean, that just goes to show, I think, how much story is actually in this book.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's
If
true.
she put that out there right away,
Hmm.
then obviously, like, and we still have so
Oh,
much left to the book.
there's going to be another big conflict coming.
Yeah, yeah,
Dang it.
true. Oh, that's true. Buckle up.
Oh, gosh.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But love it so far. Ugh,
Hmm. Yeah, me too.
this is a good month of reads. It
It
really, really
is. I
is.
think so. I am still like being super slow reading. I still don't feel like I'm 100%. And I guess maybe because of how busy this month is,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. But I'm hoping to at least get another couple books read. I don't think I'm going to hit my Goodreads goal, even
Oh
with these
yeah,
two.
same.
But I was sad because like I don't know if this would be like my third or fourth year with my Goodreads goal, and then I'm just like, not going to hit it. I might. I'm at 71 right now,
Mm-hmm.
at a 75. So yeah, because right off the
You're
bat, I'm
gonna
going to get
reach
another
that.
two. Yeah. There's also another one by just a sec, Vera Valentine that I want to read.
Vera Valentine.
That's the one who wrote Unhinged, the door one that I keep telling you
Oh,
you need to read.
yes.
Um,
Yes.
I want to read her other book. She made a post earlier on Instagram, and I felt like I really had to comment on it. It was basically like a plea to people who review books to not tag authors in reviews that they're rating stories like 3 and under stars. Because she said like it's really hard on, especially like she's only speaking for herself, but
Yeah.
it's hard on her mental health when she's tagged in a review being forced to read this bad review.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I can't, like, I never even thought about it that way. Now I specified in the comment that I made on her page that like if I rate something a 3-star, I still liked it. Like I'm still recommending it. So
Yeah.
I will tag an author in it. So I hope that I haven't upset anybody by tagging them in 3-star reviews.
Yeah.
Because that to me is still a good
Yeah,
star rating.
100%. Yep.
Um let me get back to what she had actually posted just to read that out. Um, she said, please stop tagging our authors in sub 4-star / negative reviews. Myself and many other authors have repeatedly requested this simple courtesy to protect our mental health and productivity. If you don't like our work, that's totally fine, but there is no reason to force us to read our list of reasons why you think we suck. Would you like someone doing that to you? So like I
Touche.
said, I commented on it and I said about how like I hope no other authors are taking my 3-star, as a bad review, because that's still me recommending the book, recommending the
Mm-hmm.
author. Um and I said, like, I know that's not everybody's review system. Like I'm sure there's people who rate things 3 stars and still list a bunch of negatives. So I said, I'm so sorry that people are being disrespectful to you. So she wrote back and she said, the 3 stars bother me a lot less than the 1 and 2 stars that are basically just lining up my books like content pinatas to swing at. There are some authors who are totally fine with 3 stars too. I probably should have pulled back a little, but it's been a morning in the Valentine household. Realistically, I can only stomp my foot about my books because I've been really clear about my wishes in posts all over social media. I can't speak for all authors. I know you. I've seen your reviews. You're fine. And a heart. I thought that was so sweet.
Aww.
So now I want to go read all of her books and rate them.
Yeah.
Just because I think she's so sweet.
That's amazing.
So I'm going to read, I think, I don't want to say what it is, but
what is it?
Squeak. That's the name of the book. So.
Oh, dear.
There's balloons on the front.
Okay.
We'll see.
Right.
But either way, yep.
Yep.
So that got me thinking then about like wondering if I had tagged people in reviews that I necessarily didn't say good things about. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely going to be more mindful going forward.
Yeah. I know, same. Like, you don't think about that. Like, in my brain, I'm like, oh, like, they're not going to see this. But, like...
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Maybe not, like, the Colleen Hoovers of the world, but, you know. But either way, I still think, like, in my head, I've been tagging them because, you know, even if I didn't like it, other people will. So here's the account. This is where you go to find these books. Like, to me, that was my thought process on tagging authors. Not necessarily to get them to read my review. It's just for other readers who are reading my review that they have direct access to the account.
Makes
but
sense.
it never dawned on me to think that authors would be reading, you know, what I tag them in. So I'm going to be better going forward. And I may go back and change some of my reviews. No, I mean, we still have to be honest about our reviews. We still have to list why we didn't necessarily like a book, because that's just our opinions. It by no means makes it, you know, writes it in stone and says this is law. This is not a good book. It's just, it just wasn't our cup of tea.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, unless there's typos and, you know, editing issues. Then I'm going to say you need a freaking editor.
Yeah.
Pay me and I'll do it.
Yes. There we go.
We have the certificates right there. But either way, I'm definitely going to be a little more mindful of the way that I say things.
Yeah, it's a good thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, I feel like this should have been something I learned as a child, not as a 30-plus-year-old.
Better late than never.
Then again, I can't say that because Mom's always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
True that.
So we're screwed.
This is an us problem now.
Yeah. I think that pretty well clues up our episode though for today.
I think that's it's a good month so far.
I think so. And this is only our mid-month. So, with that being said, the next 2, possibly 3 episodes, we're going to be sat on that couch recording together for the first time since when? When was the last?
April.
Would it have been April that we would have recorded it? Yeah.
Yep, because I moved here May 7th.
Yeah.
So that wasn't our...
Wasn't even our mid-month, so yeah.
So our end of month episode in April was our last one that we recorded together.
Oh. So yeah, our next episode might be done different yet again.
Yep.
We're just constantly changing things up.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
Can't wait to get back to our Our
what?
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Our
I don't know.
in-person banter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's
excited.
it's gonna be so much better.
Yeah. So make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram so you don't miss these episodes now of us being together.
Yep. And it really helps if you've listened to our podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whatever platform you use, if you subscribe and if you rate our podcast, because rating us is what bumps us up in like search features, will show up on people's recommended podcasts, stuff like that. So that really, really helps us.
Mm-hmm. And we appreciate it.
We do. And follow us on Instagram because we're doing our 1K giveaway. Yes. For another day, I think. We're yeah, because this podcast will be uploaded on the 15th and the giveaway ends on the 16th.
So get your
get
likes
over there
and follows and comments in.
Exciting. Alrighty. All right. Until next time.
See you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Toodles.
Bye.